Okay, it looks like I'm live now. My name is Ivan, and I'm from UFO Disclosure, Bulgaria. Just after 6 minutes, I'll have interesting conversation with Nancy Thames. But before that, let me give you something in advance information about her. So she's a former Department of Defense employee and a lifelong contactee of interdimensional extraterrestrial beings. Has emerged as a significant voice in the realm of alien disclosure and spiritual awakening. Her journey, marked by personal struggle, transformation, profoundly through her continuous extraterrestrial encounters. This experience, initially supposed, were eventually embraced as Nancy being to understand their purpose in her life and for humanity. She was come to the disease, disease, disease conclusion. It is time for disclosure. Her dedication to this cosmic narrative propelled her to create website timefordisclosure.com. So anyway, just 5 minutes to the beginning, but also if you want, you can asking your questions live in this phone number +1 90 32 39 2122. It's placed in the text messages. Um, we haven't seen each other for a long time, like this live show. Just I would like to remind you that I've been very good friend for 9 years something with Surgeon First Class Clifford Stone, and we had amazing friendship for all these years. I learned a lot. He shared with me a lot of secrets, and, and now I miss him. He moved to another side, and but I know that he's somewhere there, and he's watching, listening, and maybe trying to contact with someone. Um, I have his archives with millions of documents on paper and digitalizing documents. And one day, when I retire, I'll have more time to look in all these archives and eventually to um, publish a lot of that information because he asked me, you have to share everything I share with you. And of course, I'm not hiding anything and I'm not looking for to make money of this because this is free for all over the world who have an interest, not only like curiosity, but also real interest to know more details about time traveling because there's a documents about this for time traveling. There's a lot of information about the um, connections with extraterrestrial, interdimensional stuff, beings, and and all this is about his personal experience. I mean, he's not creating story to make money because these days there's a lot of people who do that. They put the money up front and they can tell you amazing stories, but that stories probably they not be true. Yeah. Um, and another of my friends, Ricky Hernandez, he said Don't believe in internet because almost everything is rubbish, foolishness. So even if you looking in internet from social medias, different social medias for information, you have to be very careful because you don't know what is true and what is not. But it's a very nice option idea to be able to recognize what is true and what is not true. And that way is actually to open your consciousness. And when you do that, I mean, it's not going to happen one moment, just immediately. That will happen step by step with a lot of training of your mind, meditations, open your mind. And now it's almost 2 o'clock Mountain Time and supposed to be 4 o'clock Eastern Time. And Nancy is not show up. Let's see where is she.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
She's not answering. Probably she's taken from extraterrestrials. I mean, with her introduction, she says that she has a lot of experience with abductions and stuff like that. So I have many questions about um, her to tell me what is the difference between extraterrestrials and interdimensional beings. How she recognizing what is the extraterrestrial and what is not. Um, and many other questions. How that happened with her, how she got her first encounter, what she did when she when she worked in the Department of Defense. Um, yeah. So if you have any ideas, any comments, I see um, right now I have a guest from California, Ref Cat, and another guest, Super Salute. Welcome to UFO Disclosure Bulgaria. Thank you for your interest. If you have any comments about this, who is the extraterrestrials and what is the interdimensional and what is difference between the one and the other kind? If any of you have any comments, any suggestions, any thoughts, you can texting, or if you want, you can call of this phone number 903-239-2122 and you will be live. Okay. Yeah, we're still waiting for Nancy. Okay, the number is 903-239-2122. So I don't know what's going on with Nancy. Uh, because she sent me several times emails and she would like to be an interview with me in UFO Disclosure, Bulgaria. And I just called her 20 minutes before this live streaming with her, and she confirmed. Okay. Okay, there's a fan of UFO Disclosure Bulgaria from California, and looks like she would like to call us and to share her experience or her thoughts. So you're very welcome to call me right now. I don't understand why people are so scared to talk on the phone or to be involved with some kind of discussion for all these topics. I mean, we know that we are not alone in this universe, of course. Many people say that, especially Clifford. He had a face to face interaction with extraterrestrial, different kind of, but basically gray. And yeah, and that was very cool. All right. So Nancy is not show up. Probably she's taken with extraterrestrials. No. Hello, dear listener. Hello. Hello.
I'm here, sorry.
Oh, okay. Hello, Kat. What is your thoughts?
Hello, Ivan.
What is your thoughts about this interdimensional and extraterrestrial? What is difference between them? Do you know?
Well, that's a hard one because we haven't quite proven it yet. But I believe in the existence of interdimensional, and I believe that they can cross over and speak with us. But I think most of the time it's more on a consciousness level, or maybe they appear only to you and nobody else can see it. So it could be a matter of matching your frequency. What do you think of that?
I mean, it sounds very interesting, and I think that this is one of the way when this extraterrestrials or interdimensional they decide to contact. I mean, they choosing who they want to talk, and maybe they choosing people with that specific consciousness, the waves or the sensitivity they have. Because I remember once Clifford says they cannot they can contact with anybody they want. If you're in the hall with 1,000 people, they can contact directly with you without anybody to know that they're talking with someone.
So you're talking about telepathy in this case.
I mean, if they're interdimensional, eventually, maybe they cannot present themselves in the physical world so we can touch it or see it, feel it, smell it.
Well, if I thought I might get shot down by some military or somebody who was afraid of me, I might choose a different way of connecting too. So consciousness seems to be the safer way to do it, wouldn't you think? You know, if you find somebody who's sending out an invitation in peace and love, that you're more likely to get them to come over. Just like, you know, when you're talking to animals in nature, if you're acting afraid or aggressive, they're not going to come see you. And maybe it's the same way with ET.
Completely agree with you. But what is the difference between interdimensional and extraterrestrial? What do you think?
Well, they're both from other worlds, but I think it depends on what you consider extraterrestrial, because if you say alien, well, if we have beings that are living here under the sea, under the earth, or in mountains, as has been talked about for generations, are they really extraterrestrial or just another life form? Now, somebody that comes from another planet, I would definitely consider that extraterrestrial.
I mean, actually, the definition for extraterrestrial is something which is out of our planet Earth.
Okay. So that would include extra dimensional then.
Yeah, but no, I mean, if they're extraterrestrials, they can live in another solar system, another universe, maybe, or another galaxy, or somewhere in the space. But I don't know if I'm correct or not. But I think that interdimensional, this is a much higher level of probably some kind of energetic beings. I don't know if I'm
Maybe,
right.
yeah, I think you're on to something there. The Celestine Prophecies was a really good book, and it talked about raising your vibration to the point where you sort of disappear to other people, but you're still around. You're just in a higher dimension. Maybe these are the same. That's the only way that you connect with them is to raise your vibration. And I would also consider, if there's something like multiple universes, I
Yeah.
would consider it looking at bubbles where the bubbles bump up against each other. And you can see each other, but you're not necessarily interacting other than visually and maybe telepathically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, because we know each other, we know each other for a long time, and I know that you managing also prepare for change. So instead, Nancy is not here. Can you tell us about this project, Prepare for Change, a little bit?
Well, prepare for change is in anticipation of some kind of an event that could be UFO disclosure, and the fact that we have extraterrestrials working on the planet with military and other people. And that may be shocking to a lot of people. And people like you and I, it's going to be a sigh of relief, because we've talked with people like Clifford Stone together, even. And he's made it very clear that, yes, they're here.
Yeah.
But the question is, what are we seeing from those crashes? Were they beings from the future? Were they from another planet? Are they, I don't know, fabricated life forms? There's a lot of questions regarding what we're seeing in the physicality of the planet and as far as UFO crashes.
Yeah, I mean, all this stuff, the enigma, still unknown. And I'm laughing when somebody say, "Oh, we know everything about them." They actually, I watched that. Uh, Basically, I'm not watching History Channel, especially Ancient Aliens, because there's a lot of foolishness. But the guy who talked lately just make me to laugh a lot, to laugh a lot, because he started to describe them, if they smell, what kind of smell they have, how they look, what they doing it, and how it's possible, or reptiles, or Anunnakis. I mean, he talking about these guys, uh, like he meet them, like he has a breakfast with them every morning, so they know each other very well, and that make me laugh a lot, because we don't have clear understanding for all these visitors. Clifford called them visitors because they can be from anywhere, from everywhere, anyone, and we don't know them.
Yeah. Um, I'm not sure who you're talking about. Was it Giorgio Tsoukalos
No,
or
another.
Travis with the
an-
blonde hair from NASA?
I don't remember who was, but anyway, the same company with Ancient Aliens.
Well, there's good money being a TV celebrity, you know.
Of course.
And
This
if
is
you tell a good story, you get to be on TV and make some money.
yes.
And we're
Kat,
finding out too. Yes.
if I offering you $1 million, you're going to say everything I'm asking you to say for $1 million.
That depends on your integrity. I don't know my integrity. So until you make that offer, I'm going to say, no, I wouldn't.
Yeah, of course. There's very honest people, very cool people like you, like Clifford and somebody else, Travis Walton also, um, and many others. Right now, I cannot um, quote their own names, but yeah. Anyway, um, we cannot.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't want to keep Nancy from being able to get through to you. Do you have another way to reach her?
I mean, I have her cell phone number and I call her and send a message, and everything was okay. But
you're on the phone with me, so are we keeping her from getting
no.
through to you?
I mean, I call her before to get you in life, and she's not answering. So maybe she just changed her mind to not be in that show. Anyway, thank you, Kat, for participation, and for others anonymous. Probably the extraterrestrials, they don't want to um discover this identity. Anyway, thank you very much for everybody who watching, listen this, and we see you in the next dimension, another dimension next time. Love you and bye, everybody.
Love you too. Bye-bye.